One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I'll see you after.
Hum. Welcome to Conscious Living Collective, where transformation is not just a concept, but an experience. My name is Tomek. I'm a scientist, teacher, and transformation coach. In this live session, we blend the latest in scientific research, the deep wisdom of mindfulness, and the art of fulfilled living. This is an invitation to have a direct experience, to rewrite your story, and to emerge with a renewed sense of purpose and well being. Welcome to everyone to our morning session, morning European session, because I can see the familiar faces. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Anna. Hello, Nila. And I see people from America. Hello, Mickey from Colorado. Good to see you here. My Monday sessions are an invitation for those of you who could not attend my Wednesday sessions that are mostly intended for those of you who live in the US in different time zones. But I thought to extend my live sessions of Conscious Living Collective to those of you who live in different time zones. So this is the answer to it. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm also very happy to see you here. And we are here today to learn how to experience, in the spirit of what I just said in the introduction, transformation through awareness. And this is something that I have been working on in my own life, in my own practice, to see life through a different lens. And different lens to what? For those of you who know me, who attended these sessions before, you know that I try to get away from overthinking, from the compulsory thoughts identification that very much runs my life. That's why I call it autopilot. And every time, what I realize every time, I'm able to recognize what is happening in my life on the level of thoughts, awareness, all those stress, anxiety, and all those emotions that ran me down, I'm much better off. So today, I want to do more of that, and I want to do it in a good company, which is you. So thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for your presence. And for those of you, I'm actually curious, is there anyone here who's joining for the first time? Please raise your hand, because then I will tell you how these sessions are running. I do not want to repeat myself too much. Hello, Karen from New Zealand. Yeah. Anybody here for the first time? Let's see. Okay. Sila, and again, I apologize for mispronouncing your name. Karen, good to see you here for the first time. So, for your benefit, let me just say that our session includes two parts. The first part, it's meditation, which I will start in just a moment, and then we follow with the discussion, because I've realized that we used in the past start with a discussion and follow with meditation. But I think when we start with meditation, we are much better off to start a conversation later on. So that's what I'm doing here. Also, Karen from New Zealand is here for the first time. So welcome, Karen, to the session of Conscious Living Collective. Of course, Conscious Living Collective is about living conscious, aware, fulfilled life. It's about living a life rather than just talking about mindfulness, meditation, and fulfilled life. So that's why the experiential part. And it's a collective experience. So me talking to empty screen would not be half as fulfilling as when you are present here. So thank you again for being here. All right, let us jump right into it. Today will be accompanied by a wonderful, wonderful music by Peder Halland, our own Insight Timer, a musician from Norway, who composed this wonderful, wonderful piece called Midnight Calm. So you have a chance, if you like this soundtrack, please visit him on Insight Timer and check him out. He's truly a wonderful creator. Okay. So I will switch the view to so-called meditation view. I will play you this wonderful track that should provide us a background for our exploration and see what is going to happen today. Welcome to today's meditation. Transformation through awareness. Let us begin with eyes open. I want to invite you to recognize what's around you. Feel free to look around and use your sight as a way of connecting with the physical reality as is. In this meditation, I will invite you to explore everything that comes to you through your awareness. Those things that you may consider pleasant, and other things that, from the perspective of your mind, may seem unpleasant. How are you feeling right now? Are you feeling safe? Are you feeling grounded? Are you feeling secure? This is a great place to start. Recognize that right here, right now, there's no immediate danger. If your mind will try to remind you that there were stressful and dangerous situations in the past, or will try to warn you that the future is uncertain and unknown, recognize that this is not now. This is projection of the past memories and anticipation of the future that ultimately is unknown. But in awareness, we are right here and right now. And the transformation cannot happen in the past, nor in uncertain future. But it is happening right now, in front of your eyes. This is your point of power, the very moment. It's not abstract, it's not a concept, but the experience with your eyes wide open. That's where we start. And now I will ask you to allow your eyes to close and notice how immediately your perspective changes. The awareness that you are focuses on the inner experience. And what is that experience for you? Where does your awareness go? Perhaps it goes towards inner sensations of your body. Perhaps you can recognize tension or discomfort, because by the nature of our mind, we very often go to those difficult places. And that's okay, because as long as you stay aware, you will notice that your awareness will not stay in one place, but will begin to move from a bodily sensation to the sound of music, to the sound of my voice, a thought describing what is happening right now, questioning what is the now. And we are here to follow the awareness wherever leads us, because that's how the transformation happens, through the recognition of right here and right now. The only way out is through. Even if your mind tries to resist, even if your mind wants to avoid, recognize that this is only what your mind is designed to control, to seek gratification. It is not interested in the present moment, but by its nature, to keep you safe, even in a situation when safety is already here. So follow your awareness towards that thoughts if necessary, to recognize that you are not your thoughts. Who has chosen to think these thoughts that you may be experiencing right now? Who has chosen to feel the emotions that you feel, the bodily sensations that you experience? The illusory control that your mind tries to sell you simply leads you to more pain, more suffering. So recognize that this is optional, that you can shift from your mind to anywhere you want. But to make this true, you must recognize that your mind is not your awareness, and you are not your mind. Mind is a tool that you can choose to use for you in the way you want it. So I want to invite you right now to stay here and now by my side in awareness, wherever it leads you. And if you find yourself lost, identified, overwhelmed by your thoughts, I will bring you back. And now, intentionally shift your awareness towards the sensations within your body. You may find that there's much space in there, and you may not be aware of the boundaries of your physical body, but spaciousness is all that is. Who is the awareness that you experience? Is the awareness in your thoughts? Is it somehow located in your sensations? Where is it? Do you need to know the answer to these questions to experience awareness right now? As the understanding of these questions enhances the experience itself. Openness, spaciousness, stillness. These are descriptions of your direct experience, but they are not the experience itself. How is it to experience the experiencer without the description of the mind? As the experience can exist without its description or outside of its description? And now, to conclude, I will lead you through your physical senses back to the physical reality that is bound by the experience of the senses, but it's not limited to it. Begin by connecting with the sound. Become aware of the music, of the sound of my voice, shifting your awareness into your hearing. Now intentionally shift towards your vision, and you immediately become aware of your eyes, but also brighter and darker spots that are the sense of vision, however limited in this very moment. Now, sense of taste. Mostly recognizing the location of your tongue in your mouth, even though there's no taste at all. Your mind following the very common association of taste and your tongue. But is taste in your tongue? If it's not, where is it? Now, the taste of now the smell and everything that comes to you through that sense. And you may feel an urge to inhale through your nose, because we learned that smell happens in your nostrils. Thus the smell happens even if you are not aware of your nostrils. And finally, sense of touch. The recognition of the boundaries of your physical body that are sensed through the surface of your skin. Where can you perceive the sense of touch the strongest? Is it perhaps through your hands? Through the tips of your fingers? Perhaps through the bottom of your feet? Your sit bones? Your lower back? See for yourself. And now, to finish up, I'll ask you to slowly open your eyes. And once again, connect through the physical reality, through the sense of your vision. How do you feel right now? Is the experience of the space around you the same as when you started this exploration of awareness? Can you sense a different quality to your vision right now? However you feel right now, express your gratitude for the opportunity that you've given yourself to explore, to transform, and to know yourself a little bit better. Give yourself a different perspective. And let us close this transformation by taking one deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And a welcome back. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through awareness. How do you feel right now? How does your mind describe the current state of what is for you? Feel free to put it into comment section. I will start with myself by saying that I experience the sense of slowing down. I can feel the sense of separation that my awareness gives me when moving between my mind, my bodily sensations, the visual stimuli, all the senses. It feels very different to the way I normally operate when everything seems to be happening from outside of any form of control awareness. Things just simply happen. There's no sense of clarity and there's no sense of consciousness whatsoever. So, how does it feel to you right now? What is your experience? What is the description of your experience? And is it in any shape or form different from when you started this meditation? T is slowing down too. That's good. And maybe that's what it's important to mention, that in awareness, there's no longer place or there's no longer the characteristic of good or bad. All the experiences simply happened, or they are, and awareness experiences itself through these experiences. And you see, even now, I'm struggling to use proper words to reflect on the experience that happens within the awareness, because there's nothing else outside of awareness. And when we explore the location I invite you to see, where does the awareness come from, it may be difficult at first because your mind is so get used to focusing on the descriptions and not the experience itself. But that's where transformation happens. For those of you who wish to change something in your life, change the state of your health, change the state of your mind, again, start living a life of fulfillment, more focus, more purpose. This is not going to happen through the exploration of your mind. You cannot think yourself into the purpose. You cannot think yourself into happiness. Usually the opposite is true. And please raise your hand if you feel like me, that my thoughts are contributing to unhappiness and unfulfillment. They are not giving me the reason to be fulfilled. The transformation that you are seeking for happens in awareness itself. And your mind, your thoughts, everything that you experience through your physical senses is just a part of it. And the recognition of it, that your thoughts and your senses happen within the awareness that you are, is the beginning of this transformation. One of the terms I came up with, and I don't believe I'm any original here, but it was my personal experience, which makes it important and very unique. The expression I came up with is that awareness is already fulfilled. Only within your mind, you're continuously seeking something new, something more. Within awareness, this concept does not exist. Awareness resides outside of any concept. Buddhists talk about they use word sunyata, which means emptiness or spaciousness, if you want to use Eckhart Tolle's description, which means that the experience, the potential that you can experience through awareness is already fulfilled. Does not require content. And doesn't matter how much I talk about it, this will not change your thoughts or your mind. What can change your thoughts and your mind is your direct experience of that, what I try to guide you in this transformation through awareness exercise. This is ultimately what our sessions are about. You finding a way to transform yourself, not from the level of the mind, but from the level of awareness. And when you spend, I'm sure you did, some time in meditation, regardless of the technique, you will stumble upon the glimpses of that very thing that I try to describe. But the description of the thing is not the thing to say. It's not the thing itself. In the same way as the description of the taste of the orange is not equal to tasting the orange. We have direct experience, that is the domain of awareness, and we have description of the experience, which is domain of the mind. And transforming your mind will never happen from the level of the mind. It has to come from the awareness itself and from the direct experience. And one of my favorite equations, so to speak, is the one that direct experience and knowledge form wisdom. And wisdom is your ability to live your life more consciously and more fulfilled. It cannot happen just through your mind, just through knowledge, nor it can happen through the experience itself. Those things have to come together. Okay. Do you have any questions before we conclude today's sessions? For those of you who wish to experience more of this type of guidance, where you're being invited to, kind of be your own guide. This sounds very bizarre when I ask you, experience guidance that invites you to be your own guide, but that's in essence what it is. You see, the intellect fails usually to convey what is right here at your disposal. I published quite a few meditations recently that deal with the topic of non dual direct experience of awareness. And they certainly may feel confusing from the level of your mind because, again, we are used to using our mind as the only authority in our life. And if we stumble upon something that stands outside of your conceptual, intellectual understanding, your mind usually will resist and throw at you all sorts of uncomfortable emotions. And we all know that mind and we are not very good at maintaining or being uncomfortable. So we want to switch our states usually by jumping into thoughts that offer more pleasantness and more gratification. But then when we come back from that, we end up exactly where we started, with the dissatisfaction and the opposite of fulfillment. So I invite you to find out for yourself by listening to my guidance if you can discover something on your own, if you can get to the point of transformation that you are seeking. Because if you were not seeking transformation, you would not be here. There is something in you that tells you, there is more to this life. There is more to this present moment. There is more. And if you allow your mind to try to answer this question, it's very likely that you will continue, as vast majority of our society, our humanity, you will go into more of the gratification and more into pleasure of the senses. But by doing that, you'll be continuing to just miss the point of this existence that is already fulfilled in awareness right here, right now. So yeah, please feel free to visit my profile on Insight Timer, and there is more information about my courses. You can follow me there. You can click the bell button to get notification every time that the session of Conscious Living Collective happens, or I publish a new meditation or a new course. And we will continue our exploration, the same place, the same time, next week. And I wish you a very pleasant day and a wonderful evening wherever you are. And thank you for your presence. I will finish up with Peter Haaland. Peter Haaland, our Norwegian composer, and his music, Midnight Calm. Enjoy and have a good day.